Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is Own Wall Street with the TradersPerspective.com. Hope you've had a wonderful first half of the week. Coming up towards the end of the week, I believe we're going to see a little bit more gold weakness and some dollar strength develop. So please go see that video as well so that you understand where I'm referencing and why. So, what's happened this week so far? Well, so far we've done a pretty good job of holding the 50 period moving average. That's number one. We've maintained a 23.6 fib level as well. That's also all fine and dandy. The big problem that we have here is the fact that we're still resisting that 1350 level. Yes, I understand we've popped up above it a few times here, fake breaks to no avail, and we're just continuing to see gold under moderate pressure, not a lot. We're just not being allowed to really move to the upside. So, that being said, as soon as the dollar starts getting back on its legs, and again, please go watch that video so that you understand why I'm saying this. I do believe we'll see gold pop back down to the 13, or drop down, I should say. You pop up, you drop down, 1344s, and if we happen to breach below, I do believe we will actually still end up holding on to those 1336, 1337s as support, and we're going to have a trading range between 1336, 1337 to about 1351, 1350 on the top side. So we're going to be pretty much stuck in a little bit of a channel here. And if you look at the overall chart with gold, I mean, it is a thing of beauty. Let's just put it out there. It does look very nice. So as you can see, we've been basically consolidating. The price is above the 50 period moving average. Technically speaking, it's all, looking great. But I do think that while everyone is starting to get very bullish, we are neglecting the fact that the dollar is also still, it still exists. And we are, we should expect as investors and traders that there's going to be pops and drops, on one or the other at any given time. Now, I think the dollar is going to have just a little bit of a pop up here, and it'll put a little bit of pressure on gold. As long as we end up holding above that 1336 level, everything should be fine. And even if we happen to dip below in, by some event down to 1325, that's just another buying opportunity for me as far as I'm concerned. I don't think that we're going to really break down here, and I don't really believe that the dollar is really going to do much of anything besides continue to drift to the downside. I may be wrong, and I will adjust that. I will adjust that forecast as new developments arise, or I do see something different. But as far as gold is concerned, I don't think that we are going to see that break to the upside just yet. However, and as always with the metals, if something happens globally that causes some kind of a flight to safety, you're going to see gold start rising up again like it did a few sessions back on April 11th, where we happened to pierce above to the 1365. But since that day, we've been pushed back down and still kind of consolidating. There's a little bit of last minute, and I mean by last minute, there is only, let's say, a couple weeks maybe, if that, before gold will start pushing to the upside. Now, in the event that we do push up or we do get brought back down here, then expect us to basically coil within this given range, and it can base and just going off present day levels. Okay, if we happen to drip between 1322 and 1360, 1361 on the upside, I mean that's a pretty big area, but it would still lead to that further consolidation that we would need in order to substantiate and maintain, which is the key here that a lot of people forget. It's not only about having a breakout, it's all about a longer term continuation. And right now you're seeing is a switch from, having faith and confidence in what the dollar is going to do versus what gold is going to do and what gold is saying. So what gold is saying here basically, now that it's up near levels when Trump first got elected, is there's more fear coming into the market. Yes, we are still holding, as the major indices are holding up very well, given what we're seeing in the world, a little bit of the tension, some geopolitical blah blah. That's all fine. Gold is just saying that, I think I want to take some of my money out of the market or out of the crypto market, whatever, who cares? All that matters is where the money is flowing. And right now we do see an interesting situation for gold as a whole here over the past few months. We've been seeing a very tight trading range, and I do believe that it's going to get tighter and tighter until finally it just erupts to the upside. I do not think that we have the fuel for the dollar to basically spike to the upside and slam gold down like some are saying down to the 1290s and 1280s. Like, are you kidding me? That, to me, that's just laughable at this point. There's no way that you could possibly even logically come to that conclusion, just given what the overall look is. Even if I were to go out on a longer term time frames, and I'm not going to go ahead and do that right now because there's really no reason to. it's a non-issue at this point in time. We have work to do in the near term, which is further consolidation. Near term, just to get to the gist of it, still expecting gold to be moderately held down here between the 1350s and 1336 levels. I'll update you all over the weekend. Leave your comments below or just email me if you want to have a little bit of more of my opinion and feedback as to what's happening. That's fine. You can reach me at thetradersperspective@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. You can also check me out on the website and reach me there on the contact section. Thank you all so much for watching, subscribing to my channel, and listen to a little bit of my banter. But I always try to speak the truth and try to not necessarily, but to guide everyone from what I'm seeing. Just basically sharing my overall analysis and my vision of what I expect to see from the markets. And yes, it's going to be a little bit boring, I believe, in the near term. But again, once this is over, if this is done and we're just seeing the dollar drift lower and lower, lower, you're just going to see gold continue to rise up, and it's just going to happen. And then any leftover shorts here who are foolish enough to still be in this position are going to get stopped out and squeezed up into the 1400s, most likely, if not higher, once we do break out of this trading range that we've been in for some time now. So again, have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I'll update you all on the weekend as usual. Take care.